You can't always choose the path that you walk in life, but you can always choose the manner in which you walk it. I want you to hold on to that quote, my friends, as we step into February the 20th. It's Saturday morning with John O'Leary, Live Inspired Together. You can't always choose the path that you walk in life, but you can always choose the manner in which you walk it. So I got a call from a client. His name is Tim. He's a dear friend of mine. And he said, John, I want you to keep one of my friend's children in your thoughts and in your prayers. His name is Ambrose Fleming. It turns out this happened back in September of 2020, that while the rest of the family made it back inside for dinner, little Ambrose, 3-year-old boy, decided to venture back outside to a family pool, climbed up the steps, hopped into the pool, was unable to swim, unable to get out, and when he was found, he was unresponsive. And so Tim is now asking me, hey, John, will you keep this little boy? I'm like today to show you a picture of this little boy. Keep this little man in your thoughts and in your prayers. So I tell Tim I will. The following morning, I get a call from my mom, and she says, John, there is a family just north of ours here in St. Louis, Missouri, named the Flemings. They have a little boy. He's 3 years old. His name is Ambrose Fleming. He was in a near drowning event yesterday. He's on life support. He's struggling. He's in need of a miracle. Will you keep him in your thoughts and prayers? Yeah, Mom, I'll do that. Of course, I'll pray for little Ambrose. And then I get a text, and then another text, and then a call, and then Facebook starts blowing up, and Instagram and Twitter, and people are reaching out from all over St. Louis and all around the nation saying, hey, there's a little boy in your own backyard. His name is Ambrose Fleming. Keep him in your thoughts and prayers. And so, leaders, family, live inspired together. I do, and we do. This Caring Bridge site goes from 5 followers to 10 to 15 to 1,000 to 15,000 and beyond. And all of us are hoping and praying that this little boy will receive the miracle that we are longing for. And Mom and Dad keep updating us on his progress going forward. They send us pictures through Caring Bridge of Mom holding this little boy when she's able to get him out of the bed. He's still unresponsive, but they're still praying for that miracle. And then Mom takes a picture of Dad. His name is Gerard Fleming, resting with this little boy, making sure that he knows, hey, your family's here. You're loved. You're cared for. You're not alone. We're still praying for you. We're still with you. They send a picture of the family. He's got brothers and sisters who are holding his hands and rubbing his feet and letting their little brother know, hey, we love you and we miss you and we want you back. We want the miracle to take. This is what all of us are hoping and praying for, that the miracle will take. That's what we want. And so that's the prayer we are offering, Live Inspired Together. And then after a week of this update, after a week of these phone calls, after a week of these conversations, we get an update from Gerard Fleming. And he says, I know for the last 7 days, you've all been praying for a miracle. And today we got it. Today we got it. And then he goes on to explain that this little boy has gone home to our Father in heaven. And yet before that they had the grace and they had the peace to make this decision, a very difficult decision, to join a transplantation program where all of the heart and the liver and the kidneys and the skin from this little boy would go into the lives and into the needs of those around him, that through his death, he might become life for other children. So Gerard Fleming ended this email to his friends, to his family, to his followers with the words, hey, listen, I know you've been praying for us. Now we want you to turn your entire attention away from our family into the families of those about to receive a part of our son. We want this death not to be in vain. We want the miracle of life to continue forward in other children. Live Inspired Together. There is something called the Honor Walk. I spent several years working as a hospital chaplain, and at the end of a life, as we take a child from the room where we were treating them, eventually to where we're going to do a surgery to harvest and transplant their organs, usually the doctors and the nurses will fill a room. Sometimes, if there's a large family, they might line themselves all the way up toward the elevator. With the Fleming family, the doctors and nurses lined up during COVID-19 outside of this room. The family and friends lined up outside all the way to the elevator, and then all the way to the front of the hospital, and then remarkably, not only to the front of the hospital, but outside of the hospital, down a boulevard. You can see the balloons I get emotional. I'm sorry, but this is real. This is death. And it's also life showing up in the world. These individuals who wanted to let this little boy know on his final ride that they were thinking, that they were loving, and that they were praying for him, and that they were grateful for his life. Why share this story with you today? Why? That's a good question as I get ready to cry my way through the remainder of this program. Here's why. Because you can't always choose the path that you walk in life. COVID, unemployment, difficulties in your family, challenges growing up, difficulty with your spouse, not having a spouse, not having a life partner, having aging parents, having struggles financially. You pick the challenge and you've got it. We all do. You can't always choose the path that you walk in life. That's a fact. But you can always choose the manner in which you walk it. Gerard Fleming, dad of this little boy named Ambrose, has become a friend of mine. And I find it remarkable that at the end of his son's life, the prayers that he was looking for was not comfort for his family, not peace, not all the attention, not, hey, we could use some meals going forward, we could use some money to cover the bills. None of that. It was all about, we want you to keep in your thoughts and prayers to those that will receive a part of our son. We want his death not to be in vain. We want life to continue forward for those who are going to receive a piece of little Ambrose. My friends, you can tell a lot about people in the way they dream and the goals they set and in the prayers they offer. Today, I want to really challenge you and invite you to be thoughtful and mindful in the dreams that you're casting, the goals that you are setting, and the prayers that you are offering. If you wanted to take a deeper dive into this share that I've just provided for you today, take a deep breath right now, wipe your cheeks, look down. There's a blog right there where you can read more about little Ambrose and his family in this incredible honor walk. You can also, if you're looking for something a little bit lighter, I get it. There's a phenomenal comedian named Sebastian. He's right below me. We did a podcast with him today. One of the funniest, most remarkable guys I've ever interviewed. You're going to love him. So if you're looking for a little bit of levity in your day, check that out too, because also a piece of comedy is owning your life. It's owning your life. And then finally, of course, we've got Coach Matt reminding us of some traps and some tips that we can take to ensure that we stay within our circle and we take the next best step forward in our lives. And then finally, if you're looking to really get after today, awesome. Let me encourage you to mark on your calendars Monday, the 22nd of February. It's when we're going to get together at 10:30 Central. We're going to have a live conversation. That's right. There's a Zoom link right above me right now. You can check that out. And if you can't find it for some reason, you can text back Coach Matt. He'll tell you all about how you can join us for this live conversation with John, with Coach Matt, as we talk about Bon Jovi. Cue the Bon Jovi. It's your life. It's your life. It's now or never. It's time to live it. It's time to embrace it. It's time to be abundant in the next best step going forward. My friends, we are fortunate to do life with you. We're grateful that you are part of the journey. We are able to do this in part because of your generosity. So we're always inviting you, as you choose, to support our programming as an ambassador, as a bridge builder, as a member of our program. So if you choose, you can always, of course, contribute to these resources that we provide for you. So I'm grateful for your contribution. I'm grateful for your investment. I'm grateful for your active participation in living these messages. My friends, I'm looking forward to seeing some of you Monday at 10:30 on our Zoom chat. You can click the link and join us. If you can't find it, just text back Coach Matt. You'll find it there. I'm grateful that we are not only climbing the ladder of success, but ultimately realizing the foundation on which it rests, the wall on which we're leaning it up against, and the reason why we're climbing in the first place. We're going to be talking more about that on Monday. So for this time, and until next time, my name is John O'Leary. This is your day. Don't blink. Your life is a gift. Act like it. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of you on Monday at 10:30. And the rest of you, I'll be back next Saturday. So for this time, and until then, my name is John O'Leary. This is your day. Live inspired together. Live inspired and do it together.